Hi, Tai Chi Stretch and Tone today. All you need is some relaxing music, a chair and some weights. So let's get started. So initially, just have your chair and your weights on your chair close by, just so you can reach and grab them when you need to. So your feet are hip distance apart, your knees are soft, the weights back through your heels. Your tummy muscles are nice and relaxed. Your shoulders are back and down, your elbows are soft. Your wrists are soft. There's a little gap between your fingers as well. So chi, energy, good energy and bad energy. So we're going to promote the good, promote your breathing. So talking about breathing, first exercise is breathing. So breathe in, take the hands up to shoulder height and slowly exhale through your mouth. So it's breathing into the movement. So breathe in, raise the hands up, lead up with the back of the hands, drop those elbows and allow the hands to float down. So there's no urgency, there's no pace, it's just nice and smooth. Keep your shoulders relaxed so you don't tense your shoulders up as you raise the arms up. So they're literally just floating up and down. We're going to move on here. So take the arms up, leading back with the elbows. Push back with those elbows, uncurling the arms to the right out to the side and stretch back. Moving forward with the palms, drawing the fingertips together and then floating down. So it's adding those two movements together. So breathing, inhale and exhale, breathing out through the mouth as you stretch out. So you get a nice stretch across the chest, extending the hands out, breath in and slowly pushing down. So we'll do this one more time. So breathing with opening the chest. Again, pushing back with those elbows, uncurling the arms, reaching out nice and far and drawing the hands slowly together and lower down. Going to cross the hands over, so continue this movement, so crossing the hands over. So you're taking jumper off, reaching up nice and tall, extending the arms out and down. So separating the clouds, the palms are down, palms are towards you, those elbows relaxed, hands nice and close to your body, reaching up across the face, across the head, up nice and tall. So you're stretching up, but you're not locking those elbows out at any point. So again, one more time, hands towards you, shoulders relaxed. And then reaching up. As you slowly lower the arms down, keep the arms shoulder height, keep your palms raised. Turn my back towards you now. So again, still maintaining this, get the shoulders back so they're sitting in line with the shoulders, pelvis tucked under. A twist through the waist, so your arms are out behind, your eyes are following the tips of your fingers as the arm comes up over the top of the body. That left hand starts to drop down to form a ball of a base of a ball. Changing over hand position, the left hand out behind, right hand ahead of you. So I'll turn around with you here. So this is the easiest option. The arms come round, so you don't need to come over and then down. So this is the easiest option. Taking the hands round, keeping them low and extending out. So if your shoulders are problematic, just keep the arms below the shoulders, take the pressure off your shoulders, still floating that movement, but just keeping the arms lower. Doing the higher option now, arms coming up nice and close to your ears, so it's a bigger movement. So you choose which best suits you. So rolling arms with adaptations. So again, you can breathe in as the hands come over. Exhale as you're changing over hand position. And breathing in as you take the arms out behind. So drawing the hands up and over or round to the side, holding the ball in the centre. Dropping the hands down so they loosely sit in line with your hat and with your legs, your shoulders relaxed. You've got good strong contact with the floor, so you can do this with or without shoes. It's nice without because you get that grounding with the floor. My hands are going to track down my thighs. I'm going to hinge forward from the waist. Keep my legs as straight as possible, but you can bend the knees if you start to get the tightness and reduced range of movement. So reach down as far as you can. Taking the hands wide, so the palms are facing down, fingertips out. Hinge forward to push the hips forward just a little bit and stack the backbone as you're slowly curling up. Taking the hands continue above your head, an all over body stretch. So reaching up to the ceiling, keeping your arms back as well. The fingertips start to come over down the front of your body. So think of a little waterfall coming down your body. So you're reaching down again towards the toes. Reach down as far as you can. So hinge forward from the waist. Try to keep that leg straight if you can. Unlocked behind the knee if you want to. So again, taking the hands nice and wide. So your legs are straight but not locked out, I should say. So again, reaching up so you've got that wide stretch across the chest, keeping the shoulder blades back, reaching up nice and tall. And one more time. So as you come up, don't come up to here, come up to here. So the shoulders are right back, arms right back. So again, think about that waterfall. The fingertips are dropping down, reaching down towards the floor. Again, reach down, it's nice and slow. You work to your own pace and taking the arms up. On reaching the arms at shoulder height, just hold them here so the palms are facing down. Your shoulders relax. So just make sure you're relaxing the weight back through your heels, so bends your knees. So we're changing this, so looking at the moon. So again, twisting through the waist, right hand out behind. I'm going to turn my palms up. My left hand coming to my right shoulder. So looking over my shoulder, say looking at the moon. The higher option, hand up and over as you did before. That left hand starts to form the base of the ball. Changing over hand position. That left hand then is out behind that right hand to that left shoulder. Swap round. Lower option, arms coming round, very similar to as you did before. Forming that ball. Changing over hand position, nice and slow, a little bit slower than that. I'm going to take it round to the side. So you finish here. So the arms are lower. So again, the lower option, round to the side, forming that ball. Lower option, round to the side. Higher option. One more. Whichever option you're happy with. So holding this ball in the center. Relaxing the hands down, placing the hands onto your tummy, relaxing the shoulders. Either with your eyes opened or closed, the elbows are locked in, sort of supporting onto your hips. Your shoulders are sinking down, your knees are soft. Take a deep breath in, so inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So you can purse your lips as you exhale. Now as you continue breathing in and out, you should feel a little bit of movement through your abdominals. So as you relax, you breathe less shallow and start to breathe from your diaphragm. So as you exhale, you can push a little bit of pressure on abdominals to help use as a pump, to help use your diaphragm to help you breathe a little deeper. So take that one more time and exhale. We'll do the basic rainbow dance. So the right hand smoothly comes up over you, nice and relaxed. Left hand outstretched to the side. I'm going to bend into my right leg. I'm going to look over my fingertips on my left hand. Left hand starts to come up over the top of the body as my body becomes upright and extend out to the side. I'm not moving my feet. I'm going to keep my feet still. You can move the feet, but for today, just transferring the weight. So as you bend that knee, make sure it tracks forward in line with the toe of that same foot, that support leg. So you can inhale and exhale. smooth, keep it rhythmic, keep it slow, keep it majestic. It's nice to think maybe if you're out in the sunshine doing this, maybe barefoot on the grass, the sun shining down, you feel nice and warm and nice and relaxed. There's no chores, there's no time frame. It's just you, the slow movement, moving from side to side. Dropping the arms down, circling the shoulders. Taking your right leg one stride forward. The left leg squeezing off, turning off onto an angle. Draw your weight into that rear leg as you did with that rainbow dance. Draw that front toe up. Relax the shoulders. So scooping the sea, touching the sky, scooping the sea. So the hands are lightly cupped. Bending that front knee, tracking forward over that toe. You're going to reach down towards the floor to scoop the sea, draw the hands in towards you, reaching up nice and tall, all over body stretch. So again, reaching forward, inhale, and exhale as you push up. From the side. So inhale, just come forward as far as your balance allows. Your feet should be sort of parallel with your hips. So you're getting a good balance. Your weight is evenly distributed across those two limbs. So reaching the sea, touching the sky. And one more time. As the hands come in towards you, we're going to extend the elbows and arms out to the sides to draw in and extend out. Flying pigeon, extend out as you did earlier. Drop that toe down, coming forward. So it's like opening the chest, but you've got a different stance. You're rocking the weight from front to back. So again, Tai Chi is very good for falls prevention. So you're doing the movement nice and slow and controlled. You're thinking about technique, thinking about alignment. And because you're working nice and slowly, there's no impact. So the muscles stay taut, tendons, muscles, ligaments stay taut to hold you in that stable position. And one more. So if we do one side, we need to do the other. So I'm going to change over positions. So again, toe up, shoulders relax. So scooping the sea, touching the sky, scooping the sea. Toe drops down, you scooping forward, bending forward over that toe. Sticking your bottom up just a little, drawing the hands in towards you, keep the shoulders relaxed, and reaching up without hollowing the lower back. Again, from the side, so reach forward, scooping the sea, drawing the hands in towards you, raising that front toe up, and touching the sky. Big movement, a lot of muscles involved, a lot of control. So one more scoop. Drawing the hands in towards you, a flying pigeon. So you're going to extend out to the side, move from side, so coming forward again. So you're drawing a lot of weight forward over that front knee, so just be careful and mindful if you have bad knee or weakness in the knee. So a lot of weight coming forward, including the weight of the limbs, the long levers of your arms. So that stretch back, reach forward. Smooth. No pace. The next part of the session will be working with the chair. And then just step back, just circle the shoulders, and just draw the chair into the centre so you can work around the chair. So I'm moving to the left side of the chair. The weights can stay onto the chair as long as they're not going to roll off. And the next exercise is good for stretch, a Tai Chi Stretching at home. You can either hold onto the back of the chair or side onto the chair. So I'm taking my feet back, dropping my pelvis forward. So now I can feel a bit of weight and strength through my arms, wrists, and shoulders. I can feel a stretch in my calves. So I'm going to bring my left knee in towards my left wrist and push back, keeping my hips square. Right knee, right wrist, push back, and then sit back to get a nice stretch through the back. So again, come forward, put the weight over your wrist, knee in, stretch back, nice stretch for your calf, knee in, stretch back for your calf, and sit back. So you can hold this for longer if you need to. It's quite nice to do first thing in the morning, get things moving. Come in, stretch back, sit back. Again, come forward, stretch in, stretch back, and forward. You can hold that stretch. To hold your stretch longer comes a developmental stretch. But just stretch until it becomes maybe a little bit discomfort, and then just move forward and away from that stretch. So we're going to work and strengthen the wrists as well. So this is where you need the weights. You can just pick the weights off the chair. The weights are good that are on the chair because you're not bending down to the floor and standing up to compromise your back, and also for your blood pressure. So you have a bit of a postural blood pressure problem. So I'm using the chair back for support. I'll come forward closer to you. My wrist supported by the back of the chair. I'm just going to curl up and roll down. So my wrists and hands drop down below the set alignment of that top rail of the chair. I'm curling up and down. As I curl up and down, I'm conscious that I am getting a full range of movement, but allowing the weight to pull me down in this position. So I'll come closer. So I'm over the back of the chair. So the wrist drops down, and up. The arm stays on the chair. So you're strengthening through your wrist. If you were to do this freestanding, you'd find it through the arms and through the shoulders. So if you do it with weight assisted on the back of the chair, you're really going to work and strengthen your wrists and not compromise the exercise by tiring any other area. So wrist strengthening. So we've done that now. So we're going to move round to the other side of the chair, placing our hands in that same position. So sitting back from the chair, dropping the weight forward. I'm taking the hand closest to you. My eyes are following the tips of my fingers. I'm going to stay with one side. So again, my weight's over my left hand, my right hand's coming up and over. So hips are staying forward. So I just want to target my middle back. Again, the gaze, follow the tips of your fingers as you come up and out to the side. I'm going to work on the opposite side now. So these are good to do, so giving you a bit of a bank of exercises today. So I'm touching the chair and reaching up. You can come back round and do this exercise again. Just replay the video and do it again. So stretching forward. Sitting onto the chair now, picking up the weights, knees are soft. Coming forward onto the front of the chair, feet flat to the floor. Taking one arm up, the other arm up, lower and lower. So you've mobilized through your shoulders. So now you're adding a little bit of weight, one side and then the other. So your abdominals need to work really strong and holding you in this position. And just make sure the weights come out to the side and they're not tempted to come forward. And one more. holding onto the weights, drawing your heels back, shoulders are back and down. You're going to push through the heels and stand up. So power up and slowly down. So as you sit down, put the weight back through your heels, back onto the chair, and then stand up. So power up and then slowly down. So make sure the knees don't drop together. You get even contact with the chair as you sit back down. So you're not only doing it slow, so again your tendons and ligaments are having to work harder and keeping those limbs in that stable, controlled environment rather than going through momentum. You're holding the weights still, so it's functional. So you're carrying shopping, you've got that extra weight to lift and lower. So those muscles, those legs are having to work a little bit harder, not only in keeping your body lifting and lower, very controlled, it's got the extra weights to work with as well. So slowly up and down. Do one more up. Moving round to the side of the chair as you started, placing your weights onto the chair. Now when you lift and lower, you need to lift through the legs and keep the weights nice and close to your body. So that's what we're going to do now. Functional activity. So I'm going to reach forward. I'm going to bend my knees, reach forward for the weights. Draw the weights close to me. I'm going to place them down, touch the floor. So I'm using my legs, and then push through the legs, push up, stand up. Little bend in the knees, put the weights back onto the chair, stand up. Reach forward, grab the weights, stand up, bring the weights close to me. Bend the knees, drop the weights down to the floor. Push through the legs to lift the weights up. Little bend through the knees to put the weight forward. So I'm going to hold on to the weights. So bend down, bend the knees, push through the legs, let the legs do the work, not the back, and then forward. So what we don't want to do is this. Let the legs do the work. So bend, weight close to you, bend the knees, bend down, push through the legs, come up and push it forward. Keeping the weights on the chair, moving around the back of the chair, and I'll turn the chair round so it's easy for you to see. I'm going to work my left leg. I'm going to stand parallel, bring my left knee forward, take it down without touching the floor, take it out, take it back and round. So knee up, squeeze out to the side, so squeeze out, squeeze the back of the bottom and up. So keep it rhythmic. So you can do this without holding on if you want to, or just hold on with one hand. Feel the tightness through the hips, so keep the hips nice and strong. So here, here, and in. So strengthen, strengthen, strengthen. So keep the hips nice and strong. One more. And we're going to change. So knee up, lower down, out to the side, squeeze it round and in. So knee up, front of the hips, out, squeeze all the time. So squeeze. So it's not a swing. Don't rely on momentum, and obviously let go if you feel that you can. It's best to get to better, to hold on and do it more, a larger range of movement under control. My last one. So you would be stood behind the chair. I've just turned this round just to show you. So moving around to the side of the chair, similar as you did before. Weight back, drop the pelvis down. You did this movement. Now we're going to take it the opposite way, cross, so threading the needle. I think you've got there's your arms, the needle, and reaching across. So reaching up, you take the legs further away if you want to. I'm just keeping the legs fairly close, just to keep it controlled. You can bend and bring the hands right round if you want to. So you can loop the arms round. Do one more and then change to the opposite side. So nice lot of strength and movement up and through. You don't need to crawl around on the floor. So nice stretch to the shoulders, upper back, and reach forward. And one more. Okay, so stepping forward, placing the weights down to the floor. So literally bends your knees, place it down to the floor, come around the front of the chair. So again, mobilizing through the spine, stretching. So the first exercise, you come in front onto the chair. So cat and camel. So concave, convex. So bottom out, bottom in. You can do it standing. Because we're using the chair today, we'll add this in. So nice curl forward, around the shoulders, and then push back. So you can see and experience the back loosening as you push back and forth. We'll add on here, doing side to side. You're sitting up tall, reaching down as though you're going to pick something up from the floor, and up. So reach down. So as a guide, you can trap your hands down the front of that seat, up to the centre. So both arms then are reaching down to that same point. One side may seem a little bit more comfortable than the other. I get a little bit lower on my right. My left is a little bit more, it sort of tightens up so I can't reach. So if you've got a weaker side or tighter side, I would stay to this side, come up, and then see if I can reach down a little further. So a little bit more on the tighter side. So I'm going to take the hands round, place them onto the upright of the chair and hinge forward. So I'm holding on to the chair and hinging forward to get that nice stretch across the chest. So sitting upright, interlinking the fingers, all over body stretch. So you've mobilized from side to side, now you've got this all over body stretch. Nice deep breath. Drop the arms down, circle the shoulders, keep everything nice and light. You've done for today, that's brilliant. So you can go back through, do it again. It's a little bit shorter today, but I can expand on this in the future. Have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.